Hello G Nation, I'm your host G, and we're gonna have a look at the Hall of Fame Sheik preview at 5-star gold. What you're gonna see is footage I recorded when I did the live preview on the official Champions channel, so you won't have on the left side the movesets and everything, but I do show them on screen. Have a good one, watch those. Alright, so the first we're gonna have a look. The card itself is a technician at 5-star gold. Again, this is not my character. It is for preview purposes that they sent it to me, and they're gonna take it back after. Coachability at 18,000. Take 27% less damage from blue moves. Any color move starting MP reduced by 1 for your opponent. He has links with the other Hall of Famer. And he does have 2 gears, which we will see later. Right now, we won't be using the gear. The first one makes it so that green submission move do 30% more damage per turn. And the second one is silence gem do 300% more damage. And now the silver gear is going to be acquired through the community event. And it is in loot pools as well. The gold gear is going to be in loot pools and I believe on the leaderboard as well. Okay. So the first moveset we'll have a look at is going to be the triple green. It is the camel clutch, 10 MP green move submission, place 6 submission gems and do 29.1k damage for 8 turn while submission gems are on the gem board. Remaining sub gems turn into multiplied gems of strength 5. I was told it's currently bugged and is making gems of strength 4 instead of 5. I don't know if the error is that it's making 4 instead of 5 or if the error is that it's saying 5 and it should say 4. We'll figure that one out later. I believe it should be 5 but it ends up being 4. There's also the Iranian drop, 10 MP green move, deal 143.5k damage and choose 6 gems to destroy. And a standing drop kick, 6 MP green move, deal 6,000 damage and swap a 1x4 random area into green gems. Now the trainers we'll use for that, we're going to use having issue finding my words, George Steele, so that we're going to start with 4 more MP. We're going to use Austin Striker so that my submission is going to do 50% more damage. Could use also Angle Tech, which would do the exact same thing. Green submission do 50% more damage. Or you could use Trickster Braid to extend by 3 more turns of submission. I don't really want to have it that longer. I'd rather have it do more damage. I'm putting also Bruno here so that the submission do an extra 50% damage and last 1 more turn. And I'm going to use Jey Uso so that the gray submission do another 10% extra and the green move do 10% extra damage since we got 2 more green move. You could also be using Acro Shelton for 20% extra on the submission. Since it's all green, I went with Jey so that we do get an extra 10 in there. Right, I do have a belt on with 4 level 1s armor medals that unfortunately don't have green damage on gems because I didn't have any. We do have the plate, although it's not really working well. It is another one of those, whenever you break 4 or more green gems, make 4 random gems into green gems at the end of turn. The problem is it doesn't work if you break gem. It doesn't work if you create gems and they match. It only works if you slide gems into each other, which I don't think is going to happen much. So let's try that. Okay, so we're going to start by making our 1x4 area of green. Normally you would have expected that this would have activated the plate because it destroyed 4 greens. It did not, because it's not a swap. We got all our moves ready. We're going to use the submission move, and you do want to put it on green because it's going to lay some multipliers in there. Unfortunately, those I'm going to try anyway, but they're most likely going to get broken. One was left. Let's see how many remains. It is a long submission. The longer it is, the more chance there is that they're gonna break him. Well, it's the first match we're doing, so we'll see. Alright, now we're gonna destroy some greens. Apparently it looks like it's fixed because now it's making 5 multipliers. So it was saying 5 in the tooltips and it's making 5. So it looks like they already fixed that up. I do Sibes, thanks. Alright, we're gonna get out of this bin. Yeah, I did a swap this time and I did get some green finally. Which is great because now I actually have greens to put my sub gems on. Pretty sure he's gonna break those too, unfortunately. Those 3 now that they're close to each other. I have 2 left, and now he's gonna take him away, I guess. No, he did not. Alright. We're pretty far from the pin bar, so we're gonna use that just for extra. Now we're gonna break the remaining. I'm not gonna break the extra greens there just because I want some greens to survive for my next turn. I'll just destroy some blacks that he could match just so he doesn't get his colors. I do want some greens to remain there to put the submission gems on those. Well, that's the first match I'm doing Kid Kelly, so don't think much so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But guys, if you don't already follow me on my channel, here's the link. Or not. Apparently it's still not working. Maybe this. Not working either, great. Put a link later then. There you go. The thief is posting it. Okay, so again, I do want some green to remain. We're not gonna pick all of them. Okay. Now we're gonna lay down the submission. I don't know if anyone have a turn counter, but this feels like we're at turn 6 or something. Maybe Kid Kelly, I don't know. And we're not taking damage because he's basically doing nothing because we keep draining his MP. Again, we're pretty far from the pin bar, so you can afford to do an extra damage here. Okay, now we're gonna break the ones with the multipliers on. Alright. That was it. Now we're gonna try the same spec but with a different kind of trainers. Same setup for the moves, except this time we're going with gem damage. So we got still the George here for the 4 green MP. We're gonna have Booker for 35% green damage. We're gonna have Lacey for 20% green gem damage, and we're gonna have Rock to increase the multiply by 1 and 5% more damage. We'll see if this turns out better. Okay, lay it down. Well, if you take matte instead of steel, if you don't have a green match, you can't do anything. Now we're gonna lay mission gems. Miz instead of Lacey wouldn't work, Beaudries. Miz add 15%, Lacey adds 20%. There's no point taking Miz. Green is did 382. And he actually didn't kick out of that. That was definitely a lot faster. Alright, let's look at a different spec. Alright, other move set is going to be the Camel Clutch, 10 MP green move, submission, place 6 submission gems, and do 29k damage for 8 turns while submission gems are on the gem board. Remaining sub gems turn into multiply gems of strength 5. The Gutbuster, 1 MP red move, deal 4700 damage and modify a 2x4 random area into silence gems. And the Fireman's Carry Slam, 6 MP red move, deal 2800 damage and make 10 silence gems into green gems. Trainers, since we don't have any other bonus than the perks and everything, without an MP trainer, the max MP we could get with Hogan is 5, but the carry costs 6. So we're gonna add an MP trainer anyway, just so we don't lose the first turn. So we're gonna put Butch for 4 reds. We're gonna keep Booker for 35% green gem. You could use Trick KO for 35% silence gem, but it's gonna end up the same since we're making them all green anyway. We're going to keep Lacey so we get 20% extra green damage. And we're going to have Hogan here for 2200 more damage of any color, which is going to help the green. Could use Gargano. Gargano adds 15% to the Science Gems again, but 2200 damage is going to be more than 15% wood. We did switch the plate. This time we're going to use the Aftershock, which is when you break 3 greens, you get 3 reds. Should help to fill half of our reds since we don't have any recycling. Try that again versus Orton. Okay. I'm making a re into Diamond's Gems. Gonna turn them into greens. Oh, we got lucky. We got an extra match that filled up our reds. Oh, I could use my moves already. I will use this one. It's a 1 MP move, so may as well use it every turn. And now I'm going to use a submission just so we're going to drop his MP. And hopefully we're going to have 2 sets of those Silence Gem for next turn. I'm going to put Denim Red this time. Even though I'm not really going to be matching any of them anyway. You have 4 that remained. We're adding another 8. Gonna make 12. 2 of them are already green. That means the remaining 10s are all going to convert into green. And it remained their turn. Didn't fill the red. Let's lay down another batch. Not really on the fast side either, really. Okay, we're gonna make more. Unfortunately, my red did not recycle, so I can't do anything really. Gonna have to wait 2 turns without doing anything because we don't have a red match either. Oh, now we do, except we would have got it next turn anyway. We're gonna try more than one moveset IRL. This is actually what they recommend, which is more often than not wrong. We're gonna try everything anyway. Let's make more. Definitely not liking this one so far. As the second one, gamers. And right now we're not using any of the gears yet. I mean, no one's gonna have the gears anyway. Silver gear we might because it's part of the community event. Gold one's gonna be very hard to get. The gold one is leaderboard and pulls only. It's not gonna be 400 bucks. It's, you gotta get it in pulls or leaderboard, so. That. There. You don't have any reds again. Even with that aftershock plate, it's taking forever to reload. We have someone being an asshole? I missed it. Yeah, this is definitely a moveset that would be much better used with the gold gear that adds 300% damage to Sans Gem. Without the gear, really not that great. It will be. submissions. At this point, we're more likely to die of old age than from lack of health. Yeah, I'll be uploading it on YouTube after. I don't tend to try them with gear first, because, I mean, you're unlikely to get gear to begin with, if you get the character to begin with. So I tend to try them without any gears first, because that's what most people that end up getting him will be using him with. No gears. Alright, maybe next turn. Well, maybe not next turn, because we can't do anything next. Maybe in 3 turns? Oh, we actually have a green match here, so maybe. Yes! Alright. Look at something else now. Alright, so this time we're going to use the same, except we're swapping the submission for the standing dropkick. 6 MP green move, deals 6,000 damage, and swap a 1x4 random area into green gems. And we don't really care about what the move does or the damage is going to do. This is purely just to get a green match so that our plate is going to give us red MP. And we're going to use the exact same trainers and everything. Hopefully this is going to be faster because it's going to help with the reloading. But we won't have the sub to prevent him from using his move, so hopefully we can get him faster. We haven't done the blue set yet, to live Bruno. Thanks, IP. Doing great, ZJ Weaker. And now we're gonna get another shot of red. Of course, it got rid of half of our silence gems. But we're gonna put some back. Oh, and they landed on top of each other. So far so good, so far so good. Do you think he's slow? Do you don't think he's slow? I mean, not all characters are meant to be fast, to be fair. Okay, let's go back. Green move is gonna end our turn, unfortunately, though. Because it's gonna destroy 7 gems at least. We got 6 slots. Got rid of half our Sun's gem as well. Okay, now we still have enough length on the pin bar to get more out. We're only making 10 anyway, so we may as well use it now. Actually, I think the best moveset was the first one, Gamer Perks. Can we even kick out of this? Yes. Okay. Gonna try to stay on the same turn. Anytime we're at the middle, normally we should be fine unless we get a cascade. And get it out a second time. There's not a lot of green, so we may not get that many matches because, I mean, there's 15 that we can convert, but we're only converting 10. And he's gonna hit us with everything he's got on the next turn now. Okay, let's get out of this. Out. Borderline, almost didn't get it. Batch. And cover them. Well, I don't know yet. Will be probably a bunch. gonna hit us with everything. The problem without the submission is that without the gear, this does really, really poor damage. So it's taking forever to drop him, but he has time to fill up his move because we can't take them away without the sub. So this version is probably much more viable with the gears than without. Like without the gears, it's pretty iffy. How do you get him? Same as every characters every week, TNB. During the event, you can either get lucky with one of the grab bags or get him in loot. Hi, Hitesh. Yeah, I did, ZJ. They are in there. Like, who was it a few weeks ago that a lot of people got? I don't even remember. After we're done checking all the movesets, will we? Yeah, Yoko. Yoko was the one that a ton of people got out of the grab bags. Kind of like APA Bradshaw back then. Well, we actually lost that one. We just didn't do much damage and he was. Okay, now we're gonna do standing dropkick still. 6 MP green move, deal 6k damage and swap 1x4 random area into green gems. Back rake, 7 MP blue move, deal 32.2k damage and make all green gems into sound gems. And a side belly to belly suplex, 8 MP blue move, deal 45.4k damage. And choose 6 gems to make into green gems. Trainer is going to be the exact same, except we're going to start with Lawler, although you could use also Steel instead of Lawler. Got to use Booker, Lacey, and Hogan all to add green gem damage. We did switch the Aftershock plate for the Anki Tankman plate, which does the exact same thing but to the blue. Whenever you get 3 greens, you get 3 blue. Try that. Yes, I did, Wolvie. We used it first, but it's useless because they don't work. So, wow, we barely have any greens. Huh? Well, again, this really won't do much because unless you do have the gear that makes it so that you're making tons more Silence Gem, it really doesn't do anything without the gear because, I mean, the Silence Gem don't do more than just the greens. You really need the gear for this one. That's what the gear is for, Moisty. The silver gear buffs the submission damage. Ah, we got a cascade. Again, there's really not much use to the blue move that makes the silence gem if you don't have the gear, so we're not even going to try this one with the submission without the gear because it's pointless. Got a feeling we're not going to win this one either. Okay. Without the gear, this is just not working at all. Two gear CMR. First one adds 30% submission damage, and the second one adds 300% damage to the silent gems. And this. Okay. I think we're going to lose this one as well. And we're dead again. So now we do have the gear equipped. Those are green submission move do 30% more damage per turn and silence gem do 300% more damage. That should definitely do a big difference. So we're going to do the camel clutch 10 MP green move submission place 6 sub gems and do 29.1k damage for 8 turns while submission gems are on the gem board. Remaining sub gems turn into multiplied gems of strength 5. Back rake 7 MP blue move deal 32k damage and make all green gems into silence gems, and the side belly to belly suplex 8 MP blue move deal 45.4k damage and choose 6 gems to make into green gems. I'm going to use the same trainer Lawler to start with the blue, Booker, Ogun, and Lacey to increase our green damage. And we have switched the whoops. Back to there, where is we have switched the plate. This time we're going to be using the all art plate, which is when you generate 3 or more sub gems, increase your green gem damage by 100% for 2 turns. Go back on the road. Hey, Kilted. Yep, still not working with the commands. I wouldn't edit it even if it wasn't light, Kenny. I'm presenting the characters are they are, whether they're great or not. Can't reach another one. Here then. Okay, let's put back this submission. I'm not going to put a submission on the greens because if I do, it would get replaced by a silent gem. But I do want to put near the green so I can try to match to them. I'm using the all art skill plate right now, ZJ. Yeah, purples also get 100%. Ah, he destroyed the blue I was aiming for. Oh, and the other one. There goes that. Try reloading the green, I guess. That's gonna give us blue too. So. Oh no, it doesn't because I don't have that plate anymore. We reloaded the submission. If I had some blues that were closer, I would have put some on blues. Try to reload that. Well, that's if you even get a match though, Wolvie. We do have a blue match now. Over the greens. 5x instead. 1.2 mil, now we're talking. That's like the equivalent of 10 turns without gear. Alright, let's look at something else. So this time we're going to be using the standing dropkick. 6 MP green move, deal 6,000 damage and swap 1x4 random area into green gems. The Gutbuster, 1 MP red move, deal 4,700 damage and modify a 2x4 random area into silent gems. And a Fireman's Carry Slam, 6 MP red move, deal 28k damage and make 10 silence gems into green gems. Trainer for that, steel, so we start with more greens and try to do that Gutbuster twice on the same turn. We're going to be using again Booker, Ogun, and Lacey to increase our green gem damage. This time for that we switch back and put on the Aftershock, which is whenever you break 3 or more green gems, get 3 red moves at the end of your turn. This is to help recycle that red MP. That'd be nice if it didn't move the pin bar. Gonna get our first set of 8 silence gem. We'll hope we don't get a cascade. Perfect. Get our second set of 8. Now we obviously won't use that green move again because it would end our turn. We're going to convert 10, which is not going to be all of them, so hopefully they're going to match. Oh, that's a win. We already got the 464k. And he's not kicking out of it because we got the spoiler that we won the match. And that did it on the first turn. Now that's a change. And we're gonna try it again just to be sure it's not a fluke. Yeah, this is with armor. I mean, at 5-star gold, you almost use armor on everything really. If it's not armor, it's fury, but like 80% of the time you're gonna go armor anyway. That's why I got like barely any armor plates left, because they're all used. We're gonna try that again just to be sure it wasn't a fluke. I barely ever use Fury anymore. I do have some characters I use Fury, but like there's a lot more use for armor. But I mean, a lot of the time they're gonna end up having similar effect, really. On characters that already hit like for a couple millions, I mean, that extra Fury ain't gonna do shit, but that extra armor will prevent them from getting Cascade that would get them out of the pin. If you're already doing like 2 million, that extra Fury won't do shit for you. Okay, and now we're going to convert them. Right, this time he's kicking out of it. Or I thought he would. Apparently he doesn't. This definitely works better. Let's try the triple green again. Alright, so triple green, camel clutch, 10 MP green move, submission place 6 sub gems and do 29k damage for 8 turns while submission gems are on the gem board. Remaining sub gems turn into multiply gems of strength 5. The Iranian drop, 10 MP green move, deal 143k damage and choose 6 gems to destroy. And a standing drop kick, 6 MP green move, deal 6k damage and swap a 1x4 random area into green gems. We're going to use steel, obviously, so that we start with more green. And we're going to keep everyone for green damage. We'll go all in for that. And we're going to use the all art, which is again when you generate 3 or more sub gems, increase your green gem damage by 100% for 2 turns. Let's try that one out. My arm is hurting. I just got a little sticker here. I just went and got my 3rd COVID shot like minutes before I started streaming. So I just came back home from that. Hurts like a bitch. Okay, let's do this. ARC. Yo, just on the edge. Put those out. Try to put them on the greens that are not easily matchable, in theory. Well, look at that! A comment that does work. For now. Okay. Extra, how much are they gonna do? 135k each. I'm kind of liking this one. And this, we haven't even used much of the, like we did use a sub a little, but this you can do without any gears with that plate. I'm gonna try it again just to see if it was a fluke. Did we even try with that plate? I don't think we tried with that plate without the gear. Flap the arm like a chicken. It helps with the soreness. Yeah, that might not be the best idea when you're on camera with 140 people watching you to flap your arms like a chicken. After, yeah, definitely not during. Ah, damn, we got a cascade. At least it's a good cascade. I mean, if you're to get a cascade, may as well be one that does some damage. Okay, submission. Okay, let's destroy him. 1, 2, 4, 6. 615, that didn't do as much. But it was still enough. Definitely liking this one. Hey Festa, long time no see. You got a character that's collecting dust, my friend. Alright, let's... Alright guys, so that is it for my preview of Hall of Fame Iron Sheik. As you saw, definitely not one of the best we've seen in a long time. Fairly average character overall. With the gear, definitely a lot better. Without the gear, I'd say he's very average. That's it guys, thanks for watching. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. If you have any question about my content, leave it in the comments. And if you like the video, leave a like and share. See you guys. Ciao.